So this is the Northwest Nitro track for the EBuggy and Truggy Nationals. It's Saturday evening. We've just had a day of practice, more practice today on the track. So this is going to be a walk of the track after the day of practice. The race meeting's in the morning, 4 rounds of qualifying and bumper finals. So this is the track the evening before, the condition. So this is the start of the straight. We'll start here. They've got like a clay. It looks like part of it's oiled. It's actually a bit soft on your foot. But then there's other places that's really rock hard. Some holes that's been patched with some cement. As you can see up the straight. I don't know how well it shows on video, but it's actually quite a bit of elevation. It goes uphill, so you're powering up the hill, so you need a pretty quick grunty motor, because there's a bit of drag going up that hill and it makes a difference. So we'll walk up the hill, up the straight. As you see, it's pretty bumpy, but 1/8 cars aren't really fazed by it. They just power up it. This is like really hard. This part, it's literally like, well, I don't know if it's just masses and masses of rubber down on the track or what, but it feels like almost concrete. Like, it's not concrete though, definitely not. It's definitely just baked on clay and oil, I think. But wish I could show you how the elevation on the camera, but it's not going to show very well. At the end of the straight, there's a corner, a dogleg corner, followed by a 90-degree left-hander, and it could catch a few people out. Definitely slows the end of the straight down, so you up the straight, rounded left-hander. So, and this brings you on to a tabletop. Now, obviously on camera the camera always makes the jumps look smaller. The jumps are a good size. The track itself isn't massive for an 8 skill track, but it's a nice size. This is a nice jump. So you come around that corner and nice take off, nice and smooth. Yeah, a good jump. You don't want to over jump this jump. It just messes your corner up. So just see at the bottom of the down landing, it's about perfect. And then Astro down the down ramp, and then round a 180. Again, we've got baked clay with oil, really hard. Really hard, bumpy. This bit goes up again. You can't see them bumps, it's a shame, very well. And then we swing back with the right hander, and then we're going down bank. Now, there's 2 step ups here, step downs I should say, not step ups, step downs. Patched holes of concrete in the track. So 2 step downs. I'm going to say they're about 30 centimetres tall, maybe a little bigger, 40, between 30 to 40 centimetres tall, I'll guess. That's just a guess, like. So 1 step down, 2 step downs, both about the same height. And then after the second step down, you're onto a paved section, and you see the paved section here. See where the rubber is, the dark patch, if you can show, if it shows up on the camera. So on that dark patch, and then you skim across a little bit of concrete, the face of the jump, and this jump actually goes around a corner. It doesn't really show very well either, but this is like onto a tabletop, very little height you want, and down bank getting around the corner at the same time. This is quite tricky because you're turning off camber and you can't get a bit of grip roll with you coming around the corner at the same time. It's a bit snaggy with these bumps here, so as you're cornering, if your tyre gets in that, you're over. I've seen quite a few cars today, grip roll there. Now this part of the track here feels very spongy underfoot. Some parts is rock hard, some parts is really spongy. Don't know if it's because we've had it's been really hot today, so I'm thinking it may cause the ground to be soft. So anyway, straight ahead now, we're going back uphill. Again, it doesn't show, but it's quite an elevation. You're going back up bank. This is starting to get a bit harder, the track again. Soft down there, it's starting to harden up. And then what we're coming to is another paved section. So we get to this paving section and swing right, and then we enter a big jump. It's actually only got a small up ramp, but you get a lot of air off this jump because you're also jumping down bank. So because you're jumping down bank, you literally can hit that jump and you clear that mound in the middle, the spine, clear the spine, and the key is to try and land it on that little down ramp there. It's quite tricky to do, but that's definitely the fastest way. So it's very easy to over jump it because you do get quite a bit of distance off it, after a little bit of speed. So you come down, you want to be on that little bit of a spine there, over that spine onto that down ramp, and then you're down the Astro Turf and onto a little single jump, and from the single jump you just really gas this. It's a flat landing anyway, so just hit it. Don't try and break records with jumping distance, but the idea is, I would guess, probably to just land in the corner. So maybe clear the Astro if possible, which is pretty easy to be fair, and land in the corner, let the car stabilise, and around the corner. So we're doing like sweeping right hander here, and this sweeping right hander comes to, it's like a raised corner, and this raised corner is actually, it looks like timber. So it's timber. It's a timber section, and it's pretty straightforward. Straight up it, round and down. I've seen a few crash here today, but nothing over. Some people can probably, the fast guys can probably actually jump the corner, but it is pretty tricky to do that. So the safe bet is just on and off. So then you come round it, we come to the centre of the track. We're going back up bank now. It's like a little S bend, this bit. So coming through S, and then round at S to the left hand side, a big patch of track repair there, concrete. That's probably 2 metres by a metre. 2 metres by a metre in size, that piece of concrete. And then as you can see, we've got dark baked clay here, and then dusty on the outside. It's like 2 different tracks in one. It's pretty good. And then we're going to pull round to the left-hander, and now we're going back down bank. And then as you go down bank, there's a dip there at the end, and then there's another timber section. So you gain quite a bit of speed here because it's going down bank. The car can really get away from you here, the buggy, because it is down bank, and then this kind of springs you. It's like a little bit springy. If I can get that there, see how it goes down and then back up onto the timber section, the timber corner. So bomb down there, that timber corner. And the cars seem to, because they hit that, they go light on the wheels and they go right to the outside of the track, forces into the outside. But if you look to the outside, it's rough, dog rough on the outside. Yeah, and this is where it forces the cars out. So ideally you want to be just on the outside of this rough part where it's smooth, but it's so hard to get this part because that bump there does force you into that outside. That's why that up next to that pipe's had some run next to it today. And then from that section it's a straight line. We're going to go 90 degrees left, raised corner. This is probably about, I don't know, 60 centimetre raise, so a nice little smooth up ramp. Clear still, we're still on clear. And then we have another little up ramp here of a tabletop. Virtually no lift off this ramp. It's very gentle. Astro Turf, this one, so it's a little Astro Turf tabletop. You just kind of just want to skim across the top and down the down ramp. And from the down ramp, go over the loop. I'm guessing it's the loop. I haven't actually been told, but I think that's the loop, that's why it's white. And then pull a left-hander, and then we're back at the bottom of the straight. And it's all to do again. Back up bank. The track looks really difficult, but Tyler says it's really fun to drive, and he says it's actually quite attackable, so you can attack the jumps. He says it's really good to drive. So yeah, so pretty pleased with the track. Some nice features and some big jumps, which is what we want. So that's it. So this is a view from the rostrum of Northwest Nitro, and start the straight. Quite a bit of elevation, like I was saying before. Up bank, top of the straight, there's a little bend to slow people down, to try and thread the needle through that gap. Pull a left-hander over a tabletop. From that tabletop, there's quite a few blind spots on this track actually, depending on where you stand in the rostrum, but it's nothing to really worry about. So you come after the tabletop, pull a left-hander, then a right-hander, over 2 step downs. As you can see, I keep zooming in. 2 step downs, they're about 30 plus centimetres high. Little tabletop with an awkward corner at the end, which can catch you out. Back up, little short shoot, up bank, paved section, over the big centre jump. Key is to try and hit that little spot, the little down ramp right there. Down the Astro, over this single jump, hopefully clear the Astro into the corner, somewhere over there. Pull a right hander, over the raised timber section, down off the raised timber section through the S's. Pull a left hander, down another short shoot, into, I don't know what we really call it, timber corner, but it's a little bit awkward because it does have a nasty bump. Across that, short shoot, up to a raised corner, and over Astro Turf tabletop, and then back to the start of the straight. And that's your lap at Northwest Nitro EBuggy and Truggy Nationals. So check online for the results tomorrow, and should be a good day.